That's it.
I go out for my spot.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Browns are #1 in pass TDs, and they go up against the Falcons defense that will try to keep them out of the end zone.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw, Kaiser. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
To throw on second down, Stanley steps away to his left. And some space here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! No, check, Patriots! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Back to throw. Stanley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Spinning away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. To throw is Kaiser. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Torres. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdown. touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Falcons now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Play action. Stanley. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get 3 up to midfield. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So that'll back him up 5. To throw on 3rd down. Stanley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drop...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Freeman again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's go. 319. 319. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stanley flush to his right. Now he'll let it go. They've got his man complete. And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 48 yards.
Let's go.
Slot man moves right. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
319. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. 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 Here we go now. Green. Leopard. Leopard. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Check.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Come on, let's go. White, 9, black, brown.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd down following the incompletion. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Black, brown. Black, brown. Black, brown.
Play fake. Kaiser. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Black, brown. Black, brown.
On play action, Kaiser. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw on second down. Stanley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage. And it bit him hard. And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Stanley. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Stanley. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 2nd down following the run. Kaiser going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We got some football to get to. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game. We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all. No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Stanley. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw. Stanley. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. down. Freeman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking to throw. Stanley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw. Stanley. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Check 50.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. First down, Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Ends up a nice 2nd down for them.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Brand 38!
Play action now. Kaiser. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Fights off the defender. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Here we go now.
On first down, Stanley. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Kaiser now on second down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll throw here, Kaiser. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And to give this time to the tailback, down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Kaiser. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Stanley. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A gain of 32 that time. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down, Stanley. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they're throwing here. Kaiser. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now he's forced out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic play.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And this looks to probably be the final play. A big